All right, it's here. What we're looking at is my son's new 1974 Volkswagen Baywindow 9-passenger tin top, because it's not a camper, it just has a top of metal. Learning the lingo here as I go. It's been painted pink and white with house paint. The guy I got it from said the previous owner had painted it that way, and well, maybe that kind of preserves some of the paint. But to not delay any further, let's do a walk around of this new one, at least new to my family. We got a little dent here in the front, not too bad. Face looks happy. We certainly have our 1980s windshield wipers. You know, they are plastic, make you go faster. By the way, all of the lights work. Turn signals, brakes, headlights. We got a few little dings here and there. We got one up here you can see on the door, and then there's a couple little spots down here along the body. Dog legs look good. Sides look reasonably good. Certainly we could use some new seals around the windows, but what old Volkswagen doesn't? When we come to kind of the crunchy bit, it looks like it had either been hit in the back or backed into something. The hatch here you can see is just bowed out. You can see if you look closely, yeah, it's pretty bowed out. Needs some fixing. So these little sections down here, they will need to be chunked out, replaced. That'll be a fun little project. This side as well. In fact, I can get a replacement for this whole underpiece all along here, and then these side cheats, I guess. Not sure what you'd want to call them. Here's our hatch. Looks pretty good. This side is pretty immaculate, pretty straight. Our troubled rust spots are fairly common. On these wing windows here, you can see that down here in the lower part, this rubber always gives out right where the window hinges, and it just rusts out in there. So those will need to be replaced. This one is really bad. You can see here, it's just super crusty. So temporarily, I'm just gonna coat that with some silicone and keep that sealed up until we can actually replace that. I think 3 of the tires are original white stripes. I think that was a spare. These are 14-inch tires. Let's see. The size on these tires, for those who are curious. Oh, let's see. What do we got here? They are P195 75 P14 or R14. Yeah, R14. Pretty common size. I looked them up earlier. You can get 15-inch rims for this, and then put some larger tires on it. Gives you a little bit better ground clearance. But all right, there's kind of the roundabout, and yeah, there's our new bug for the family, our bus. All right, thanks. Now let's get some inside shots. All right, for our hatch, goes up nicely. Pretty good. You can see we've got the kind of cardboard siding in here that needs replacing. It's got some good bolt spores. Wonder if you can even see those up close. It's got a little carpet of them in there. Everything needs to be greased. It's certainly seen its fair share of not being greased for quite a while. And it comes with a load of stuff in here that we will kind of look at and see what little goodies it came with. I guess we have a really fancy $7.50 lens holder for front side reflectors. Yeah. Oh yeah, this is our little hatch for the engine. And I am going to go ahead and I'm going to cut a hole right here and then make a patch for it so I can get to the gas tank sender unit. Fix that. There's our doors. We got our inside air here. These are a little loose and dodgy. Windows go up and down just fine. We got a good spot here for a beautiful 6x9. Floors in here are pretty solid. We've got a little bit of pitting right here. You can just see under here, but the rest is actually really solid all the way across, so it's just this section in here. There's our nightmare wiring that we're going to have to go through. A lot of things on here don't work, as well as they've used some interior house wiring like extension cords and lampshade stuff. All right, passenger side. Same thing. This was a rough. Windows go up and down. You know, I don't know if they lock. I'll have to check that. We do have some beage, so we have a little cleaning to do. I'm going to see if I can figure out where the wiring is wrong for the interior lights. You can see we've got some leakage up here by the front window, moisture most likely, condensation, so I'm going to have to clean that as well. We've had a lot of deletes going on here. So we've got toggle switches that don't go to things that I know what they are, and well, there's a nice big spot for a radio in there. You know, the important stuff. My friend Joe, thank you very much. Got me one of these giant Bentley published books for Volkswagen stuff. And of course, you cannot have a hippie bus without a hit sticker. Yeah, this is going to be super helpful. And magazine. The drool over things that are expensive. Alright. Sliding door. Opens fine. There's the second engine. So this bus has two engines. It's got the Porsche 911 actually sitting in it and running. This one I suspect is the original. So really when you look at what we have to take out from the inside here, yeah, there's not a lot. We do have a rust hole in here, right there. That needs to be replaced. That's the only hole on the floor though, so we'll just get this cleaned out. Really all we have are just parts. We do have our rear bumper there. That's a score. I didn't know that was there, so that's one less thing I gotta pay a lot of money for in finding. Alright, running tracks. Everything needs to be oiled. Hinges need to be taken care of, oiled, greased, lubed, all that good stuff. Alright. Oh yeah, this wing window on this side too also needs to be replaced. Pretty common. Yeah, I've seen him go for $300 or $400. I'm hoping really to possibly fabricate something myself, or maybe find somebody that's a little bit more reasonable in their charging of that. Well, I think we've gone through about everything that I need to show you. We've got some dentage here that we'll have to push in, fix. Not really sure what these holes are for. but there's some holes there. All right, so interior wise, it's not too shabby. I think we got a spot there for a light. There's a light that looks like somebody replaced with a camper light from a camper. We do have curtain rods. Sadly, no curtains. That's okay. Looks like we have curtain rod holders for all of these spots. That'd be kind of cool. Really, all in all, lots of little projects my son and I can work on. Bench seat here. Wow, that's kind of a weird thing there. Floor, looks like we got a jack. We got a speaker cover. Floor, it's probably a 5x7, 6x9. We have a fan. You know, I'm guessing that is the fan that goes in the engine compartment that will let us blow some hot air forward and warm up the cabin. Let's see, what are the goodies we got here? A little bit of carpet, nothing having to do with the headliner. Oh, that's one of the actual bus jacks. Goes in a special spot underneath the bus so you can jack it up. Usually this part of the receiver goes into a little square that's underneath the bus. Typically people will just jack these up and crush that little spot so you can't stick that in there anymore. Looks like a container with some holes in it. Ooh, spare toggle switch, gotta love those. Got a bunch of them up here. Not sure what to go to. I'm gonna assume they probably go to the original stuff. I'm sure that's factory. An accessory switch. There's where our radio will go when we decide to put that in. So we got some Velcro up here. I think those are where our 1x1 speakers go. Maybe our 1x3. Oh, we got some money. Looks like some pennies, nickels. What do we got under here? We got a relay. Man, that smells good. I think we've got. Oh, there's our brake fluid. The cap is a little sideways there. There we go. Guess we don't need a cap for that. Look around. Somebody's testing in the car. Lots of seatbelt. Certainly a few pennies. Looks like we got a quarter. I don't see the cap for the brakes. We'll have to take a look around some more. I don't know, do these come forward? It sounds like they lock. Well, maybe that's what the hole's for. Maybe those aren't meant to go forward. I do see they're hinged, but it smells like the neighbor's putting some peat moss down. That's delicious. I can almost taste that. So it looks like it used to be beige and was painted with house paint to a reddish, which has now faded to a pinkish. For some of us, that's light red. And my son doesn't mind any of it. Looks like it maybe even been a yellowish or custard color. Well, we'll see what that will lead us to at some point. Nope, don't know how these go forward, or even if they're allowed to. There's probably some handle I'm not pushing right. Both of the 5x9 covers, nice. No bee stuff in here. Yeah, looks like it just needs a good cleaning. We got a crack here in the steering wheel. or never works on any car I ever buy. A little loose here. See that needs to be tightened up a bit. Just need some cleaning in here. Toggle switches, those are great. I'm gonna assume they replace or are in place of what was there. We do have visors. We got mirrors, both sides in fact. Can't even think to check on those. Mirrors on both sides, what do you know? Alright, so let's get into the bus here. See if we got any goodies.